Hello, Epic Fails. The Black is back with a Smackdown review. Brought to you by WrestlingRevolution.com, the Epic Center for all your wrestling needs. Also, don't forget the pay-per-view prediction contest starts this Sunday for Bound for Glory. So go post your predictions in the forum on WrestlingRevolution.com. First place winner gets Bound for Glory DVDs 2005 through 2009 and Unbreakable. TNA's Unbreakable 2005, which is, the first ever 5-star match between Samoa Joe, AJ, and Christopher Daniels. So, anyway, I'd like to thank my new subscribers, which is D-Generation Wrestling, which I like that name, by the way, and Erlin D9393. I'd also like to thank people who left comments on my videos last week, which is Zamario, Classic 1333, DW Squirtle, Erlene 93, D9393, RK Owned You, Lop07, Grim 10333, Largest 85, and again for the third week in a row, the comment of the week coming from the Jericho 1123. He said that he is going to make a Bobby Black's Quote of the Week championship and wear it, just like the Internet Championship. So, Jericho, you better hold up, man. You better hold up to your side, otherwise you might lose out this week if you don't. Because 3 weeks in a row, man, you've been giving some pretty good stuff. Although I have to admit, Classic 1333 and Zamario do leave me some pretty epic comments back. Especially Classic will make a Morty, which is great because I love to interact with all of you guys, and I love the the interaction in the comments and all that. So make sure you guys leave comments, even if it's just one sentence or if it's like a paragraph. I don't mind. I love discussing wrestling. If you want to go to WrestlingRevolution.com and discuss with me, I love talking with people there. Alright, well, let's jump in to SmackDown.
Get ready for the SmackDown! Get ready for the SmackDown! How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the SmackDown!
It's nice to have my intro back this week, because last week was Hack Week. And by the way, I forgot to mention before that I was offered a partnership with YouTube, and I want your guys' opinions on this. People who, if you guys are watching, you have a partnership with, and if you have a partnership with YouTube, and if you think it's worth it. But the only problem is that I can't do the Ranger ranking system, I can't do the intro, I can't do the music, I can't do any of that. I have to become a permanent hack. Not just 1 week, a permanent hack. So, I'd like your guys' opinions on this, because I do this show for you guys, and I like the little tidbits of like audio and video and, all that stuff that I do. I wouldn't mind making some money off my videos, but at the same time, it's like, is it really worth it? Because I don't get a heck load of videos, or a heck load of views. So, I don't know. I'm still on the fence. And also, I'd like to tell everyone to buy our t-shirt. This is the newest one I just got in. The Wrestling Revolution t-shirt. I've got more on the way. This is the first one that came in. Hope y'all saw that. I don't know. Anyway, so let's start off. This week's SmackDown was in Dallas, Texas. We have a stage promo with Teddy Long and Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis, where they announce that this is the longest. SmackDown is now the second longest episodic television show in history. So that means that and it's only second to Raw. So basically, WWE owns the top 2 spots in episodic runs. And the third one, the one that was second, I've never even heard of. I can't even remember what the name was, so I don't even know how that show was running for as long as it has. Okay, so and then they announced that there was going to be a 41-man Battle Royal, which leads us into the first match of the night, which is the 41-man Battle Royal. Winner gets a world title shot later on in the night with, well, the champion of their choosing. I gave this match 4 out of 5 Black Rangers. Why? Because first off, it's 41 people. I'm always a fan of when they get as many undercarders and stuff on the show as possible. I think they got everybody on. I mean, seriously, I think they emptied the locker room except for a couple people. I mean, CM Punk was in this thing, Randy Orton was in this thing, Christian was in this thing, Sheamus, Wade Barrett. I mean, all the lower main eventers, upper mid carders. I mean, I think the only people that weren't in this were champions like Alberto Del Rio, I don't think Dolph Ziggler was in it. He might have been it, but I don't think he was. I think since he's a champion... No, because Cody Rhodes was in it, and he's the IC champion. So, also Blue Sin Cara Uno, Sin Cara Blue, Azul, whatever you want to call him, was in it. Was not in it. So, what happened basically is early on, Cody Rhodes, Johnny Curtis, JTG, Michael McGillicuddy, whoever Bateman is, Titus O'Neil in his pink trunks, Yoshitatu and Matt Striker before the first commercial break were eliminated. First off, why was Matt Striker in this match? Second off, why is Titus O'Neil wearing pink trunks? I mean, really, dude? Seriously? You gotta go there? And why was Cody Rhodes eliminated first? I get it because he's an IC champion, but I don't know. The midpoint basically was after the first break. William Regal was eliminated. Percy Watson, John Morrison, of course. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler wasn't it? Dolph Ziggler, Trent Beretta, Jimmy Uso, Ted DiBiase, and Tyson Kidd were eliminated after the first break and before the second break. After the third break, after the second break, going into the later portion of this battle royal, Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, Justin Gabriel, Mason Ryan, Primo Colon, Santino Marella, Alex Riley, Kofi Kingston, Zack Ryder, David Otunga, Jey Uso, Big Zeke Jackson, Heath Slater, Sin Cara Dos, which is Sin Cara Black, Christian, R-Truth, and CM Punk were all eliminated later in this matchup. R-Truth and CM Punk were fine on the outside because they're obviously in a feud. The final 5 to be eliminated was Sheamus was actually eliminated by Christian because Christian jumped back in the ring and threw Sheamus out. Wade Barrett was eliminated by Randy Orton, and so was Jack Swagger and Jinder Mahal. The Miz earlier in the match had rolled out of the ring and was outside the ring after Randy Orton thought he won by eliminating Jinder Mahal. Miz got back in, and actually this is when the match really, honestly, in my opinion, really picked up. This is really what made it a 4 out of 5 for me because the ending was just great. It was back and forth. It's not like I believe that Miz was going to beat Randy Orton, but they made it really good, and it was really suspenseful. I mean, right till the very end. I think they may have botched the end where Orton was going to go for an RKO on the apron on Miz, but I think they were both supposed to fall to the ground, but I think Orton hit the apron on his way down. He wasn't supposed to because they made it seem like it's so close, when blatantly the Miz hit his feet first. I mean, it wasn't even close, honestly. So Randy Orton won, and Randy Orton challenged Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship later on in the night. So that was kind of like the after Battle Royal promo with Michael Cole Jr. Backstage we have a segment with ADR, and he catches up with Teddy Long. Teddy Long just puts him in a match with ADR and Sheamus. I was kind of back and forth in this promo because I had something going on. Match number 2 was Beth Phoenix versus Kelly Kelly. I gave this 3 out of 5 Pink Rangers. Actually, this wasn't too bad of a match. It was very well put together. These two did a pretty good job at working with it. I think it would have been better if they would have had more time, but I gotta take my hat off to Kelly Kelly. She kept up with Beth Phoenix. Alrighty. But, I mean, how the match ended was Beth Phoenix, Kelly Kelly was on the apron, Beth Phoenix grabbed her, pulled her in the ring, put her in a glam slam, and got the 3. So, yay for Beth! So Beth Phoenix wins in this non-title match. Next, we have a backstage segment with Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and Kofi Kingston and Zack Ryder. Actually, I missed this segment, and I didn't feel like going back and doing anything with it. I just read it online, so, sorry. Next, we go to the third match of the night, which is Sin Cara Uno versus Justin Gabriel. Or is it? Sin Cara's music hits, and the pyro hits, and no Sin Cara. They go to the back, and Sin Cara Dos is beating up Sin Cara Uno. Now, this is something that I really like. I don't know, some people may have thought this was corny, but I really like this part. Sin Cara Dos, the Sin Cara Black, or Negro, whatever you want to call him, took the blue mask off of Sin Cara Uno and took the black mask off and put the blue mask on. So the black Sin Cara had his black gear on, but he put the blue mask on after he took the mask off of Sin Cara Uno. So I was actually I liked it. I liked the segment where he did that. That was just really cool. I mean, it wasn't very creative, but I thought it was a great way to kind of progress this storyline. Next is Sin Cara Dos, imitating Sin Cara Uno, versus Justin Gabriel, which I gave 3 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. It was a good match, well put together. These two guys really worked well. It's just they need a little more time. I thought these two were really getting warmed up, and then the match ended. Gabriel hit a nice spinning powerbomb. Sin Cara Dos just coming off the far rope, and then Gabriel just like Christopher Daniels did to AJ Styles in the epic 5-star match. He just did that spinning powerbomb, and he got him, and I got a 2 count. And then after towards the end of that, Gabriel takes a nasty spill off the top rope when Sin Cara Dos hits his legs and out from under him on the turnbuckle, and he falls down. And then Sin Cara hits a senton for the win. So it was a decent, well put together match. I think it just needed more time. Match for the night, which is ADR versus Sheamus. I gave this 4 out of 5 Red Rangers. This is a good match. These two guys worked really well together. ADR and Sheamus are pretty good workers. I'd like to see this feud actually in the future. But in the end, Christian comes out, pushes Sheamus off the top, or makes Sheamus straddle the top rope. And then ADR hits a jumping enziguri, then hits another enziguri when he's on the ground, pins him for the win. Afterward, Christian hits 2 spears on Sheamus to progress their feud, I guess. Plus, keep in mind, Christian cost Sheamus in the Battle Royal for the title. So I think they're really doing a pretty good job at progressing this feud. 5th match of the night, which is Zack Ryder and Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger, a.k.a. Vicky Spanhorse. This is another great, solid match. Like for a night that had a 41-man Battle Royal, you figured the rest of the matches would be short and crappy. They're really not. This match I gave 4 out of 5 White Rangers. This was a great, solid tag team match between 4 guys that just really haven't worked too much together. I mean, Ziggler and Swagger have worked a little bit together, but Zack Ryder and Kofi, I don't think they've worked too much together. In the end, Kofi Kingston had Trouble in Paradise on Dolph Ziggler, which Kofi was not the legal man. He did it while the ref's back was turned to Swagger. And then he puts Ryder on Ziggler for the 3 count. And so Kofi Kingston and Zack Ryder at the win. This is because Evan Bourne was injured. Next up, we have a backstage segment where he basically says that he's the White Bull, and Christian's a little troll that bites him on the arse, and he's gonna do something to Christian. Basically, they're doing this whole little like Irish fable thing that's kind of annoying, actually. Anyway, 6th match of the night, the main event, which is Mark Henry versus Randy Orton. I gave this 3 out of 5 Green Rangers. This was not a bad match. The only reason why it wasn't a 4 was because of the ending. There's a really good, solid match up until the point where Cody Rhodes came out and got Mark Henry disqualified. Cody and Mark Henry started destroying Randy Orton, and then the Big Show comes out. Makes the save. Orton hits an RKO on Cody, and then Big Show chokeslams Mark Henry to end the show. The face is standing tall. So that's it for SmackDown. I can't say it was that bad of a SmackDown at all. I gave the night a 4 out of 5 Blue Rangers. Good storytelling. I'm always a fan of Battle Royale just because it gets a lot of the undercarders and stuff on main TV. So I really like the fact that we got as many. I mean, there were Raw and SmackDown in there. So we got a lot of talent in the ring at a time. 41 may have been a little much. I mean, I have to admit, when I first saw the bell ring and I saw that sea of people, it's just kind of like, wow, okay, that's a little much. But as I said, as it whittled down and there was about 25 people in the ring, it kind of got a lot better. And the ending was great to that Battle Royal. The main event was good. You know, the tag match was solid. Pretty much every, I want to say, even though some matches didn't get time tonight, every match was solid. Even the Divas match was actually a solid match. So I think that's great. I mean, tonight's SmackDown was really good, 4 out of 5. It was close to a 5, but it just didn't quite have that for a 5 out of 5. Anyway, I am Bobby Black from the Unsquared Circle. Buy our merch, see? Unsquared Circle. And please comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed.